That's the nature of the bubble. There's always a bigger fish.
Bad things happen around me.
Neither of you are dying.
The last thing I say to Lux is, this is, I'm here to do something good.
Somebody recognized me.
Who the fuck are you?
My name's Lance a Little, and you're dead.
One job. One.
Have you ever wanted to see the corpse of a dead god?
Don't sell your soul to that cat.
Do you think they're trying to kill me?
Obviously, I'm fine.
Come and catch the magic. Lance, that makes it your turn. Go ahead and do that roll off.
Damn. Evens. Fuck. Okay.
Oh, this.
Damn.
What is this Lance going to do?
What
I
does he wanna
think just regular attacks. So, first one. Ooh, an 18 is gonna hit me, but thankfully I don't use good weapons, so I only take 6 damage. Bonus action. Hanging out. Yeah. No, that's okay. So, yeah, this was a boring turn for Shadowlands, unfortunately. There's not a whole bunch for me to do.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Because I think Shadowlands would stay in rage. But flipping to my turn, I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity and one slip out of a rage, going back down to normal size. And then I'm gonna move back a couple of paces. Taking that attack of opportunity, that'll be definitely a hit for another 5 damage. This huge sickle slashing at Lance as he jumps backwards, growing smaller in size, and then he loads up a twinned chaos bolt at himself.
Let's see it. Catch the magic.
That's gonna be 1, or is that 1 or 2 sorcery points? That is gonna be 2 sorcery points. So first one and second one, a 19 will hit, as will an A26.
Nice.
Amazing.
And it bounces.
Let's go.
So we're just focusing on this first one. So that's 9 cold damage. And then...
So, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if it's going to bounce, it has to bounce to a new target.
That's fine. It'll go to Lux.
Rabbit Lux?
I mean, that's the only other person still up, right?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That just means she's no longer going to be a rabbit, but that's fine at this point.
Yeah.
That is more than fine. So both of these are going to... so the first one damages Lance for the 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
and then the 18 total for Shadow Lux. So that is going to be 1 point for the bunny and 17 points left over for Lux. So that is going to be how much HP do you have total, Lux?
58. Wait, no, you mean me?
You. Like maximum.
Oh, 58.
Lance, go ahead and describe as this bounced chaos bolt kills Shadow Lux.
You see Lance jumps back a couple, let's say there, and kind of propels himself backwards with the first bolt of the chaos bolt, which is poison, and it like splashes across Shadowlands, and all of the stuff that kind of missed turns from poison into ice as it attacks the bunny Lux.
Raise his hand.
Mm-hmm.
So it hit Shadow Bunny Lux, which became regular Shadow Lux again.
Mm-hmm.
And now Shadow Lux is down?
Shadow Bunny
Yes.
Lux became Shadow Lux, and then Shadow Lux is down. Yeah, because it's carryover damage.
Okay. Just making sure.
No,
That's
yes. No, you are correct. My brain just had to parse what you were saying, but you are correct.
Cool.
Yeah. Beautiful, yes. And much like the rest, her body just dissolves into this black Icarus fluid, horrible and just so like it looks like it's almost like as you're like looking at it, like kind of like on this parchment of this kind of like map that you're kind of stood on, this whole place still appears to be made out of that same psychic energy, and the you see the map again just begin to distort and distend and discolor, almost becoming desaturated as this goop kind of like just flows out onto it.
And unfortunately for twin spells, the target has to be a different target. Like the second casting has to be a different target. So the other one, there's just a full blast of chaos magic that's going to get discharged in a different direction.
Okay. That's amazing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, this.
So I don't know
chaos-
if that makes more holes, but
You know what happens? This chaos magic like flies off, and you see that there is just kind of floating out in the astral sea. There's a scrawny anthropomorphic elephant that looks like an animated oil painting, who's just like humming along, doing his job. And then you see like this. He's like, oh, I can't wait to get home. And you just see this bolt of chaos magic just blast through him,
take him out,
and just
right,
completely destroy him.
perfect.
Just as it just flies
I
off.
am small again though, Tempo.
Okay.
Just
Thank you.
yeah. So I can move 5, 10. Oh, I moved the wrong lands. Okay, that was the problem.
Oh, yeah, you would have been there. There you go.
Yeah, and I tried to move away, so I guess I would have gone 5, 10, 15. No, I would have gone closer to friends. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Here.
Perfect. All right.
Oh, amazing.
All right, beautiful. That is
Why
gonna.
did you stand right in front of me?
Because you're my little brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful.
brother.
It's gonna put us at the top of the round with Lux.
Okay. Well, there's only one beat now, so that's nice.
Mhm.
It's time to jump Lance.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna run over to Shadowlands and do a fucking stab. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Why is it
Unfortunately, even that won't hit me.
Yeah.
What is your AC?
Don't worry about it.
Oh god.
I have to worry about it.
No, it's okay actually.
I feel like it's gotta be low.
I feel like
Lance is a
maybe.
Sorcerian.
And a barbarian.
Yeah,
that's a
barbarians
Syrian.
don't have very
Syrian.
high
That is
ACs.
true. Yeah.
I'm like
True,
14.
but that good unarmored defense.
Mm,
I don't know what his con and dex is like.
That's fair.
true. Anything more for Lux as this blow just goes into like shadow lances in big and hide, just unable to penetrate.
You said
You're gonna
big and-
disengage. Move back next to Cal.
All right, perfect. That is going to make it Kite's turn.
Amazing. Kite's gonna be like, Lance, and then step around him. I'm dead.
Get out of my way!
Move.
Why'd you do that?
You're
and
too
then
tall.
He's gonna pulse wave Shadowlance. So Shadowlance needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
A Constitution.
Yeah.
8d20.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
See,
Okay,
this is
well
what I
you
was talking
succeed. But you take. So you succeed. So you take half of 28. So that's my brain right now. 14 damage.
Okay.
What kind of damage?
Force.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Yes. Okay, force damage. And then you're also either pushed or pulled 15 feet, and I can't decide which one I prefer. I think I'm gonna say push.
Yeah, that feels solid.
Push big Shadowlands 15 feet back. As well as any objects that are unsecured, but doesn't look like there are any.
Sorry, how much force damage was it?
It was 14, because it was 28 divided by 2.
Gotcha. Oh well, he's not resistant to force damage, right? Only bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not force. Force damage is different.
Yeah. That's why I did a force damage thing.
Oh, sorry. So why did
Also, all my things are force damage.
So why did it get halved?
He succeeded on his
Oh,
Constitution saving throw.
sorry. That's my bad. I missed that. That's
No,
my
you're
apologies.
good.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Cool. Just want to make sure I
Oh,
get the,
okay,
the right
wait.
damage level. Yeah.
Clarification, he does not move because he succeeded
Oh, okay.
on his save.
Yeah.
Okay, so he stays put.
Yeah, but any unsecured objects, those go flying.
Okay. Little pieces of lint and a couple
Like
of,
papers, some
Yeah.
links, just some miscellaneous things.
which are huge in this setting. Like the lint is like a piece of like a tumbleweed.
I should have just fireballed him.
Straight up, yes.
Anything more, Kite?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Cal.
Brother, we already know what's going to happen.
Hell yeah, let's see it.
Brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
6 in there. Blooming Blau. Hey, does a 20 get it done, Lance?
A 20 would hit me.
Alright, so that's 12 piercing.
I'll just tell you, target is 45.
I'm
Close.
not going to hit that target.
Close. Very, very close.
8. 6. So that's 12 piercing and 31 psychic,
Perfect.
which would be what? 37 damage total?
Yes. Perfect.
Let me. You know what? Let me see. Do I got any other bullshit that I could do?
Because it was, just to clarify as well, for transparency's sake, when I said 45, it was when you were rolling the 60-10.
Okay.
So the 31 was close. So the Lance currently only has 14. Shadow Lance currently only has 14 hit points left.
We're so
Oh,
close.
no, that's not what I was trying to do.
It feels like it's going to come down to
Listen.
this final die roll.
I've been so lucky with my evens. I got it. We've got it. It's okay. No.
Yeah?
Timbo, don't laugh. It's okay.
Timbo, don't laugh at me.
No, Timbo, no, stop.
All I could think of was like the Kermit and Miss Piggy meme was like, let me do it for you. Yeah, exactly.
The Borzoi.
Oh gosh.
Those long dogs.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's good.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I got this. It's okay.
All right, I'm gonna let Lance have it.
All right. Lance, go ahead and let's see.
First mistake.
Evens? Evens?
Even?
Let's see it. Oh, it's a
Yes!
2. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
And with my Schmevens, I'll move over to the side a little bit. And I will cast a firebolt at myself. A 21 will do it. Now. Oh no, I'm raging. I couldn't do it even if I wanted to. Perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Um.
Wait, if you're raging, then why are you small?
No. Shadowlance is raging.
Oh yeah.
Because Shadowlance does have silvery barbs. But. Right, a 14 damage.
That's exactly what you needed. Literally to the point, exactly.
Oh, thank
Go ahead
God.
and describe your
Oh,
kill.
You see, Lance has his sickle, which is also his casting focus as a war mage, and ice ripples down his arm and starts to encrust the handle, and you see fire gathering at the tip, and the cold sprays forward, and the fire overtakes it, and that's what takes out Lance. Some real magical girl shit.
Beautiful. I love it.
You imagine both of them flying towards Lance. There's a spiral.
So cool.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yes. And as the remainders of Shadow Lance falls to the parchmenty ground, again, it is just discolored and blackened. And I think there is this moment as the fighting comes to a quiet, and your breathing calms and your heartbeat slow. You look around and you all realize that you're hearing the sound of clapping, the sound of applause, but only applause from one individual, one source, one pair of hands clapping. And you see an individual step out from basically nothingness. They are there. They aren't there, and then they are there. The next, and you see an individual in extremely black suit, blacker than the night sky, blacker than the astral sea, like a pitch black suit of ink, like deep sea blackness, right? Like an absence of light, which is very strange in comparison to the individual themselves that you can make out under the suit, which seems to be almost a void of a person silhouette. You can't. They have facial features and hair, but you can't see them in a traditional sense. It almost feels like they are cut out of reality that you are watching, and it is, and inside of them you see nebulas and starlight and black holes and all kinds of different astral bodies like sweeping by. And they are the individual from which the clapping originates from, and they progress, they walk out and saying, well done. As you did as well as I would have anticipated, and man, that data was delicious. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Until we meet again. And you get the sense that he's like about to dismiss you.
What? Ugh.
Where exactly, like, is he?
He is to the south, down yonder.
So
I just don't have a token for them.
yeah, that's cool. I got one bullet left in the chamber. Can I take a pot shot at him?
Absolutely.
Simultaneously, before that gets resolved, are we in a space of some kind?
Yeah, you're in
We're
like
still in this parchment-y,
Mhm.
like the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Can I commune with Lady and see if we can do an Arcana check like we did in the Aurora Boros to try and analyze what's going on?
like specifically what the context of this space is.
If we can try and catch, like, he seems like some kind of virus at the moment. If we could catch like some kind of arcane code fragments left behind,
I see.
didn't clean up the trash can well enough when it was exiting.
I got you. Absolutely. Go ahead and make that Arcana check with advantage as you're trying to like perceive this individual.
And you can do your little rolly check. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit. Nat 20 from Lance. Holy shit.
Let's go, Lance.
Amazing.
All you gotta do before I go any further is tell me if I hit or not. Does a 23 do it?
A 23 hits.
Okay, cool. I will now proceed.
Okay. 26 Arcana check. It's really interesting as you're observing. As you're observing, you see Cal load his gun up with that same psychic energy. As you're watching, he levels it at Mr. Void and pulls the trigger. It ripples out from his gun, again destroying the landscape around it. The wake causing ripples into the parchment. Although this place seems to be stronger for some reason, and as it penetrates into Mr. Void, you see that not only does the bullet like collide in with him and hold, like it creates like a void-like space inside of him, like almost like there's like a hole in his body. And as the psychic energy like follows up very swiftly thereafter, you see it refill and reform as though rebuilt by that energy. And you see, as the bullet hits, you see Mr. Void says, "Oh, thank you, that was delicious." And Lance, as you're observing, you see all this happen, and as you're watching this psychic energy, you see it not only does Mr. Void absorb and like contain, redirect the psychic energy that is implemented by Cal. It almost seems more fundamental than that. It almost feels like the way that it's treating this psychic energy is as natural to it as breathing or as your heart beating. You know, something that you wouldn't even need to think about. And which makes sense in like a like kinesthetic body mechanic, but in a place of pure thought like this, it's almost as if they are tapped into the reality itself, right? Like
Yeah.
it's almost as if the the reality itself has become an extension of their body, or is an extension
Definitely,
of their body.
definitely. Okay.
I think that's what you get with that nat 20. Yeah.
Cool.
Lux and Kite, what are you two doing?
Kite hisses at him.
Beautiful.
That's fair.
I'm wondering, right, sure you muted?
And I do the oops. She's watching him very carefully.
Okay. Yeah, and you see him clap his hands together and say, "Until we meet again." And you all wake up with a start on the deck of the ship, right where you had passed out. And you see the piece of ship, the piece of helm embedded in the deck, or in the front of the ship, where kind of nearby to the compass. Looking at it, you see it's almost like it appears to be almost incomplete. Like it looks like there is more that could be added or attached to it. Like it looks like it's still missing something. But you do see it does look like it is like inputting into the ship in some way.
Kite will very quickly, kind of get himself up and be like, Helm? Helm, can you hear us?
Hello, it is good to be back. I am not sure what caused that.
What do you remember?
I remember being on the vessel, and then I was given a gift. I attempted to interface with the gift, and then we were in a place I am not familiar with, but felt familiar. And I did not recognize it, but I recognized you, and then the lights went out. And that's the last thing I remember until now.
Okay.
What happened after the lights went out?
Kite kind of looks at the group and is like, there's there was someone void-ish that spoke with us and told us he was God, and then he told us he wanted to test us, and then he made us fight shadow versions of ourselves, and we took them out, and then he clapped and was really condescending about the situation. And then we wound up back here.
That is most fascinating. I'm not familiar with an individual of that description.
Yeah. I was afraid of that. Kite looks at his clothes. Is he back in the clothes that he was wearing before?
I think you are back in the clothes that y'all were wearing before.
Okay.
Interesting. I think Cal's just kind of staring off, trying to get a handle on what just happened, because I don't think that he's encountered another being that comfortable with psionics before, let alone maybe even another psionic.
Helm, does it feel like the new piece is hurting you at all?
I do not sense any discomfort from this new part. However, it does seem like there could be more that would be implemented. I'm unsure, but in its current state, it seems like an input device of sorts. I sense that any of the crew may be able to interface with it and attempt to have their abilities transferred to that of the ship.
Okay. I don't think any of us should do that right now. I think right now we all need a break. But I'm glad it's not hurting you, Helm.
I am as well. The sensation is most curious. It is, again, almost familiar.
Familiar as in you... Earlier you said it was the piece you were looking for. Do you think it's literally that piece, Helm? Or merely an analogous part?
It's hard to say. I was drawn to it for reasons that I don't fully comprehend. That is how I felt when seeing these other pieces, like the one in Respite as well. I am not sure whether or not this is a unique feeling or something larger. I do not have enough data at this point.
Okay. I will kind of look at the group, look at Cal in particular. Be like, you okay?
Huh? I think okay is relative in this moment. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, for right now, we all made it out. Helm doesn't seem hurt.
We should get back to Respite and try and rest or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will get back in like the driver's seat, quote unquote. Start directing Helm.
Kite, yeah, you get back into the helm of the ship, setting a heading off towards Respite. As we zoom out from the ship, from the Nimbus, seeing the party a little bit different, a little bit changed after their encounter. We zoom out far away from this section of the bubble into a different section entirely towards the core world, where we see a shadowed meeting happening between a few figures wearing fully magitech up armor, glittering and shiny in their wares. We see a couple of them discussing just in a shadowed alleyway. One of them says, "And you say the kit's been gone for how long?" And the other responds, I don't know. Might be a year or two. They don't really give us this kind of information. The first speaker says back, "In that case, double the money." The second speaker shrugs and says, "All right. I mean, I'm not paying it." The first speaker nods, takes a small chip from the second speaker and goes to stand up. And it's in that moment that you realize that they are not, that the ident chip is not small. They are large, and a giant figure steps up out of the alleyway, their Magitech armor glinting in the double suns of the planet.